Hey, it's your girl, it's Kim. I want to address my man, my brothers again, with a sense of urgency. I don't think you all really understand the severity of you all needing to know who you all being in your position, and how that truly affects the woman, how that truly affects your women. I want to touch back real quick on the election selection that just occurred and give you a little bit of my opinion about what happened. Not just with this election, but also with the previous election with President Obama. And just something for you to think about. When President Obama was elected, he was elected or selected as a historical position. He was the first recorded black man in that office. His position drew black people in whole. We were drawn to him. Not that any of his ideals weren't valid, but we were more attracted to the fact that there's somebody in office that looks like us. We went in with an expectation, okay, well, he's one of us, so he's going to do better for us and better by us. So subconsciously, we were more drawn to him just on the fact that he was a black man. So he drew and captured us. He drew and captured black people. This election selection that came around that involved Hillary Clinton was another historical event on the fact that she was the first woman running for that position. She drew the attention of the woman. As a woman, we look to her as a symbol of empowerment, I guess. So we had some expectations about her. Now, if I could just put those two together, and I really need you to pay close attention to what I'm saying. We have a black man in the office that drew black people. We had a potential of a woman that drew women's attention. The two of them drew black women. Black women are also a target against the black man. Everyone knows that a woman is the strength of a man. Those of you who do understand who you are also know that the black man has so much more strength and power and authority divinely given to him. If the woman can be swayed in any way, if the woman can be drawn in any fashion away from her man, that black man, that is going to take away some of his power. That is going to take away some of his authority. That will keep him out of his position. They say the key to a man's heart is through his stomach. But the key to a black man's heart, a black man's power, is through his woman, is through his black woman. We got a lot to do. So this is not solely toward the black man. This is toward black men and women, because we got to wake up. We got to wake up. This is not getting ready to get any better. It's going to get worse. And the longer you sleep, the longer it's going to take for us to recover. The longer it's going to take for us to get back into the position that we were ordained in. We were born into a certain position. We were born into it. And these other people know that. This is not a hate rage at all. It is what it is. It's a reason why we are being attacked. Think about it. There's a reason why our people are being attacked. You don't attack something that you're not afraid of. You don't attack something that's not intimidating to you. You don't attack something that you don't fear you will become a victim to. There's power in you. There is power and God-given authority in you. And if you don't recognize it and start using it accordingly, and I don't mean going out here and doing all of these protests and physically fighting and all this kind of stuff. It starts in the mind. You got to clear your spirit out. You got to really understand whose you are. Understand that position. Stay in your position. When you get out of your position, we as women are also out of our position, and that allows the enemy to come in and do exactly what he's doing right now and continue to do it. You get used by the enemy, one, when you don't understand that the enemy even exists, and when you don't understand the tools the enemy uses against you, then you can't fight against him. You can't fight. You got to understand this is war. We have been in war since the beginning of time. Whether or not you see physical soldiers walking up and down the streets with guns, military equipment, whatever the case may be, you may not see it right now, but please believe they walking. They are walking. And some of them are walking right next to you and holding your hand. Some of them are laying right next to you and rubbing your back. You better recognize who you are and recognize what's next to you. Everybody's not your brother. Everybody's not your sister. And everybody don't have your back. You have to know we are going through what we're going through, again, like I said, because we are disobedient. We're disobedient. We are being allowed to go through these things because the Most High has been trying to get our attention for a very long time. We can get out of this. Men, one thing that you all as a whole don't do, and it's very necessary for you to do, you need to pray over and for your household. You are the mediator between your household and the Most High. God created everything in order. So you have the Most High and his angels. You have Yahshua, as you know him as Jesus. Then you have the man. Then you have the woman. There is an order of things. So in order to get to God, as we've been taught, as it has been written and said in our prayers, we have to pray in the name of the Son, in the name of Yahshua, in the name of Jesus. We have to pray in his name because he is the intercessor between us and the Almighty. The same thing with you. You are the head. You are the mediator between us and Yahshua. Then Yahshua and the Most High. Your prayers are the first prayer that he hears. They're the first and most powerful prayer that he hears. Your petitions are heard first. If you're not doing them, we have no coverage. Please, please, please understand who you are. Whose you are, the necessity of your prayers, the necessity of you being in your position. We need you. We need you. Even if some of us say out of our mouths, out of ignorance, out of malice, out of anger, whatever the case, that we don't, brother, we need you. Please get it together. And I'm speaking to you straight out of love. Please, for the sake of us, please get it together.